evening, everybody. We are here for an important match, and we will be covering a banger for you as always on the Foxnyr channel. And I'm super happy to not be here today all alone, but now I have the awesome Moxie founder with me. Take it away, my friend.
Hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing amazing on this Monday. Had a good start to the week. Yeah, like you said already, it's an important one. There's 2 matches left for Foxnyr Fenrir, and as we all know, they're not in the best of standings right now. But if they manage to get, I think it's 3 out of 4 wins, like in the next 4 games, basically, they'll at least keep the spots right, keep the division basically, which is like the main goal right now. And also, real quick, before I give it back to Alisrim, we do have 2 changes this week. One is we have a top lane and a one top lane change. Terror is out of personal reasons, and now Frolimo is in. Most people at least have interacted with me or with Lostic in the past and stuff, already know the name. And mid lane, similar situation. We had to swap out Shimsu, also out of personal reasons, and Poor with Cookie / Zero will be joining us in the mid lane for the last 2 matches, and potentially relegations if we have to play it. So yeah, that's the situation right now.
Exactly, and you also mentioned something, dear Mr. Moxie. We will have to win 3 out of the next 4 games. So don't forget, guys, we are still in a best of 2 format, and we have 2 more matchups right ahead of us. And in order to not fall into playoffs to the lower division spot, we have to win 3 out of the 4 games. So basically go even once and dominate the other encounter. And talking about those encounters, Moxie, I see that we are already in Champ Select.
Yeah, they didn't wait for a cast ready, so I was a bit surprised when I randomly heard the the Champ Select start sound. But hey, it's fine. We are going in indeed, and first ban will be a Volibear on Foxnyr Fenrir side. And as you can see, we are on the blue side for game 1, and the Puggies are on the red side for the first game.
Exactly. So have you... Okay, we also have Marv in the chat, so Marv can also be color casting a little bit from the chat. What are we expecting? Because Moxie, I would assume maybe you have looked at them a little bit, but I'm also pretty sure because Marv, as I heard, has done some preparation together with the Foxnyr squad. I think he did some research, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can even see him below our side there, below our name, below Foxnyr Fenrir. There's a coach, Marv. He's even there. So yeah, he indeed is. He is helping out with the boys. I personally didn't take a big look at what they play, but overall, the Puggy bands at least make a lot of sense. We have the Swain and the Smolder against Lefton, his 2 most played champions, probably his 2 scariest champions as well, and of course Frolimo, the GOAT in the top lane on the Aatrox, will also be taken away. But we will be seeing the Painter in the mid lane, Hui, and I know Poor with Cookie loves to play this guy, so I'm excited to see that.
Way indeed. So Poro with Cookie, I think it's kind of funny. I mean, Moxie, you and me, we both have played a ton with this guy. We all know he's a great mid laner, and I mostly knew him for his Syndra, his Victor, and some other control mages. He also has some cheesy picks, He can play a really, really strong Akali. He can play a really, really strong Zoe. I don't even know what is Zoe even. Kinda a control mage as well, but then again, a really special character. And then Hui came out, and man, let me tell you, Poro on Hui is just a treat to watch. So I'm already super happy to see that first pick. Now, Senna and Orianna is going to be the answer on the red side. Moxie, are we happy with that? I mean, the power of Senna, and I'm a little bit scared. I think Senna is a really, really strong champion right now.
Senna is very strong. I fully agree. I personally never really like blinding her that much, because I think there are just a couple of champs that make it really, really hard to play. Xin actually kind of being not. Xin doesn't make it hard to play, but it's just not fun to play against Xin Senna, you know, because you have the long range, you have that advantage of, you know, having that super long range, and in the meantime you cannot hit him because he has his ult, and then you're just there like, I'm hitting air, I'm doing nothing for 10 seconds, which is really, really annoying. And on the other hand, of course, you can pick something like the Karma. Karma is okay matchup, but I think Karma is really good into Senna. You can kind of force her out of the lane if you pick a strong ADC with it. Of course, technically Karma is still a flex, but I'd be very surprised to see her go anywhere except for support. And now, well, one of the supports that is really annoying for Senna will be taken with the Senna, and that is the Nautilus for, well, probably light or for, you know, I don't know, it depends on who plays the Senna, who plays the Nautilus, but probably bot lane.
So, looking at the entire identity of those two teams so far, as we see, like, the core already, I mean, Senna, Orianna, Nautilus, that is a really strong team fighting composition already. If you just look at the sheer amount of crowd control and also area of attack damage, area of effect, you know, AoE. Do you think, do we have different strengths, or am I just delusional and we also have an insane good team fight so far?
It actually looks pretty even to me right now. I think we have a bit more long range catch for now, at least, or like long range poke into catch with the Hui, with the Karma, right? On the other hand, the Puggies, I'm going to call the Puggies, they have Nautilus and Orianna, right? I mean, simplest combo probably that exists in the game. You Nautilus hits hook, Orianna presses ult, enemy dead. So that's like, you know, pretty scary to play against. So it's like, for now, both teams are pretty similar, as in they kind of want to just front to back, but I think the Puggies are a bit more all out when they go in, basically. For now, at least. Depends on what will be picked here next. Also, I want to quickly point out, Lefton being targeted very, very hard. He doesn't have the biggest of champion pools overall, and with the Swain away, Smolder away, Sivir gone, Ashe gone, it's a big part of his champion pool gone now. So I'm actually kind of wondering what he's going to play. I'm not going to lie, I would be pretty excited to see a Draven come out here. I think Draven Karma should be able to punish Senna pretty nicely, and it should also be pretty fine into the Nautilus. You can kind of cancel the Lee Sin jumping in as well, you know, with the Draven, don't know what it's called, but you know, his E, where he throws his axes forward, basically. I think Draven would actually be a pretty decent pick here, and I know Lefton plays it a lot, so maybe. Ah, too bad.
Okay.
I mean, Ezreal's good too. Ezreal's just safe. You have a lot of hope with Ezreal Karma.
I mean, Marth is coaching, so do you really think he would ever give him a Draven? Actually,
I don't think so. I think Lefton doesn't want to. I think if Lefton would have said, "Hey, I want to pick Draven here," he would have gotten it. But I mean, Ezreal Karma really strong. Ezreal is, for some reason, right now one of the strongest level 1 champions. He does a lot of damage early game, like compared to back in the day, I'm gonna call it, where he was always, you know, kind of useless, standing there with his tier and just, I need 2 items until I'm good. He's really strong early game now, and especially with the Karma, right? With the also one of the strongest early game supports, at least raw damage wise. I mean, of course you have something like the Braum that just, you know, gives a lot of value with his passive, but overall, I think Karma probably being one of the strongest supports. You have a very strong lane here, so it should be pretty hard for the Senna to really do much. I'm also wondering if to me it looks like it's going to be a farming Senna and not a farming Nautilus, because you can see by the summoner spells, you know, Nautilus has Ignite that looks more like support to me than a farming, right? Because if you go farming, you go TP, or you go TP. You should go TP if you go farming. So it should be a farming Senna, which I think will make it really hard for her.
I can just tell you that some teams really care about the spells being seen on stream, while you could still technically swap them, by the way, just FYI. I don't think anybody minds here, but hey, you know, in theory you could check out the stream and then see what summoners the players have, and then technically adjust, but I'm actually
pretty sure in the overlay that if they change summoner spells, like in the last, like 60 seconds, right, after picking all the champs, it doesn't change on our screen, and it only changes after we go into the 3-minute delay. So like technically Nautilus could have gotten TP here. I'm
I
pretty
see,
sure
okay.
it changes once we get to 2 to 3 minutes delay.
Then
that should
never minds me.
Should be covered.
So, looking at this matchup, I think obviously it should be Zac top lane and Orianna mid lane. I really don't think... Or wait, is Zac a hidden counter against Sway? Am I missing something here?
I mean, I would be surprised if it's Zac mid lane, not gonna lie. I think Wei actually should be pretty good at dealing with Zac. I would, like, if I just play the matchup in my head, of course, I've never seen Zac versus Wei matchup, so I cannot say. I'm just thinking, if I would be playing Wei, I think it should be pretty fine into it. You know, you can kind of cancel his E if you see him flying towards you. You can just poke him down the melee versus range. I would be surprised to see a Zac mid lane here. It should just be Orianna, not gonna lie. But you never know. People are crazy.
Yeah, the Zac players are crazy, especially. So.
Especially those, yeah.
Where is Zac right now, by the way? I know he got some buffs, and then he was really good at lane, and then he got some nerfs again, and now he's in this weird spot. So, where are we with the Zac pick right now? Do you think it's really powerful, or do you think it's kind of troll at this point? I mean, it is Zac against Ornn on top lane.
I mean, it's hard to say. The last couple of times that I played against Zac, at least, he always just 1v9s because it's just, I don't know. But I don't know. I have to know if it was before or after the nerfs, basically.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, really. But to me, at least, I don't think this is going to be an easy game for Zac to play because you cannot really jump on Ornn, right? You cannot really jump on Xin Zhao. Ezreal kind of just dashes or blinks away from you, right? Karma just runs, basically. I think it's actually not that easy for Zac to play this game. But of course, I mean, you have Zac Orianna, you have Lee Sin Orianna. There's like a lot of wombo combo or engage potential there, right? So it should still be good, but I am personally not super convinced about the Zac here. But we have to see what they do with it, I would say.
Okay, so just to round about everything, always two most important questions. Who are the main characters in this game? So who will have the high damage numbers, the big outplay possibilities, and who is the best scaler in this game, like just champion-wise?
Who is the main character and who's the best scaler? I mean, Senna, of course, scales endlessly, so if we go on for a very long time, then Senna will, of course, be a scaling one. Before I talk about the rest, though, let's head into game, because there was a short pause, but now we are ready to go.
Well, I hope I can join you soon as well, but
Are you still in loading screen?
Of course I am still in loading screen. Now I am in-game, though. It only took like...
Got the small freeze frame
seconds.
after pause, so it's all good.
Yeah, we are in the pause, but guys, we are in this game, and there it continues. It is the Puggies with Puggy himself in the jungle on red side, and they are going to be playing against our Fenrir boys on the blue side or the left side, whatever you want to call it, and we already have a small victory. We got Lily's health low. Did we stack anything like support item or something?
Support item, you cannot really stack it early game anymore, unfortunately. So the only thing that he could potentially have stacked there is the mana flow. I'm not sure if he has it. Let me actually take it. He does have it, so he did get a mana flow stack. We take those, okay, 25 mana. we 100% take those. And actually, Lai didn't go back, so he is still there with like not max HP. It's not that much, but you know, it is there.
Well, yeah, it is something. Now, do you see this cheeky word? Spotting Puggy and his little... Can we just get it? I'm zooming in on the jungle companion right now, by the way. They are just so adorable. The best thing to ever happen to jungle. Give me the rework you want, Riot. I don't care if I can have a little cute body in the jungle. A body for Puggy. You know, I'm a happy man.
I also quickly zoomed in on the little lizard, the little green lizard. Yeah, I mean, for now, Puggy has been spotted, so they know where Lee Sin is going. Bot lane knows they are safe for at least a little bit longer. Xin Zhao also starting top side, so both junglers will be pathing towards that bot lane. I think top lane will be left as an island. You know, the Ornn and Zac just smacking each other should be... nothing special should happen there. But of course, you never know. Top lane sometimes tends to surprise with random people dying, so we have to see how it goes in the end.
Well, You know, Moxie, I always talk about top laners hitting each other with like pool noodles. That's what you call them, right? The Fiora skin also has pool noodles, and then you know sometimes when I have two tanks top lane, it feels kind of the same, right? But nowadays every tank just has so much like max health damage or percent damage or burn or whatever, and yeah, looking at Ornn, he has percent damage. Looking at Zac, he has percent damage. So I think they can actually hurt each other.
Wait, does Zac have percent damage?
Yeah, he does. Have
Serious question.
damage.
I didn't know. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's his W is like 4% max health damage or something.
Okay, crazy. I actually didn't know. Actually, Zac
Wait,
dropping pretty low.
It up. Yeah, let me look it up, actually. I mean, I'm also in the spectator and I can just look at stuff. So at level 1, his W deals 40 plus 4.3% max health magic damage to near. But wait, is it his own max health or is it the enemy's max health?
If it doesn't say enemy, it should be his own, but I'm not really sure.
Well, so he technically does have max, but it's his own. Okay, never mind. I didn't say anything. It's something percent, okay?
Since I'm not getting the blue buff, unfortunately, Smite Battle goes over to the Lee Sin. Of course, Lee Sin with his Q and his Smite has a lot of damage. No, Nautilus actually going in here.
Super Smite, this might be first blood on bot lane. We flash out, we get first blood, but we will instantly trade Xin landing the knockup on Toby. Toby flashing out, but instantly flashing. And is it going to be one more? It is a triple kill for us, and all we gave away was a single death. We take those, and we are already ahead 1,000 gold.
Yeah, this is actually really, really big. I mean, focusing Fenrir's, like, WinCon has always been bot lane. Like, the solid part was always bot lane. They usually played well. I mean, even in the scrims I saw, they always had, like, really good performances. So seeing the Ezreal being 2-0-1 already at 4 minutes in the game is just super, super nice. Was really close with the first blood, though. But we even got that one, so it's 3-for-1 and the first blood to us. Yeah, like you said, 1k gold lead already. And Ezreal, once he gets back, will start to hurt a bit.
Indeed. I can't get over the fact that I know I'm kind of derailing here in my own personal spiral, but isn't by the way also Ornn's W also max health percent damage from the enemy, because it also only says but 14% max health magic damage over something. I think it actually refers to the targets.
Yeah, that's also possible. I would say, I mean, you can tab out to the wiki and check there if you want.
I'm so incoming. It would be so.
Because I have no idea.
Wait, wouldn't it be super broken if you deal your own max health as damage and then just stack HP and? Oh man.
I mean, some champions do that, right? Or am I like really confused now?
I think we are all confused. There's a coach in chat, by the way. I heard Marth is really good at all tanks. That's what he plays every day. So
wait a minute, Poro.
Talking about tanking things, Poro with Cookie, just playing it safe. I love it, by the way. Just flashing it, knowing, hey,
bot lane.
Let's not get in trouble on bot lane. We get another kill. Fenrir, they are on the gas right now, and they are not stopping.
Yeah, I mean, this is literally what I said. Like, the Ezreal, again, one of the strongest early game ADCs right now. For some reason, I don't know why, but he is. And I mean, if you are 2-0-1, then you have the hammer to smack people with. You have Tyr, you have the little fireflies in a bottle. I mean, you're just gonna smack people around. And yeah, I mean, you could see Senna got probably tanked a Karma ult Q. I didn't really see because the camera swapped over a bit late, but probably just tanked the Mantra Q and. Yeah, into the Ezreal combo means death, and Nautilus got away with like 2 HP. Even with like not having a summoner spell, but not having a summoner spell, but no combat summoner spell with the TP on Ezreal. Oh, mid lane actually.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, it is connecting. Everything is kind of connecting, but it is not going to be enough. Or is it? Is the snipe ready? No, it is not. Everything is on cooldown for our away player, but still. Dominant, strong performance right now in the mid lane, because this means we will get even again. And I feel like Poro with Cookie got pressured a lot so far by the Lee Sin already. Now on top lane, there's also action going on. Scumpy trying to fight Frolimo, but not really finding anything. And by the way, our research team in the background actually confirms that it is worded wrong in the official league client, and it is actually, like, if it says max health, then it means from the target, apparently.
Okay. No. I mean, it's probably correct when you're playing the champion and you hover over it, then it probably says the correct thing. Maybe it's a spectator thing, I'm not sure. Oh, not taking a lot of damage.
Yep, I love our position right now. We got all the three Kevins, we got the Dragon, and now look at Never Panda. He is just never stopping. Non-stop action on the map, and Toby will probably also drop super low. Oh my god, no. Mr. Oregano will even survive this. Now, of course, there is the counterplay in mid lane, and Poro with Cookie will not respect it enough, but who knows, he thinned out the wave pretty efficiently already, so it doesn't really matter too much.
I mean, you could see mid lane, it almost worked. It almost worked. He tried to fear Zek right before he landed. Unfortunately, it was like a millisecond too late, which meant the knock-up still hit. He got CC'd into Oriana, you know, can't move, what can do, can't play. Happens, but hey, I mean, look look at the overall standings right now. We're 2k, 2.5 almost ahead of the curve. Top lane has a farm lead as well. Frolimo doing what he does best, being the rock-solid weak side. Yeah, we just look at bot lane. Xin super fed, Ezreal super fed. Senna's super far behind. Actually, mid lane Poro needs to be careful. He's being a bit of the target here, and he will get CC'd again.
He will get hooked, he will get kicked, and he will basically die instantly. Never mind, he gets shielded. He will survive for so long. Now Dawning Shadow will find the snipe, but the fight still goes on. Puggy has nothing up, but Zek is jumping in with the elastic slingshot and will try to find something. Now look at all the globals just flying towards the river on top side. It is just amazing. But yeah, I mean, credit where credit is due. Toby hitting a good Dawning Shadow there.
Yeah, and also a little bit of credit where credit is due. I saw Oregano flashed towards Zero, as in after he got engaged on, to try and block the Lee Sin Q. Unfortunately, he cannot block the Dawning Shadow, like you said. The Senna ult was on target, and that is something you cannot block. I mean, technically, Braum can block it, but not a Karma, so...
Wait,
unfortunate
you can
there.
block it with like Wind Wall and stuff?
I am pretty sure you can. I think the shield still goes through, but the... I'm not, now you're making me not sure, but I think you can. Pretty sure you can.
The question is it coded as a projectile?
It is, yeah, because it is a projectile. Because it takes time to get to where you shoot it.
True. Yeah, then it actually should work. You should be correct there. You know how I said we are getting all the map objectives? Well, I am really glad the Never Panda still makes me be on the correct side here, because he is taking all the little Kevins, you can also call them Void Grubs, but this is huge. If he gets all of them, and it takes like a few more seconds, come on Never Panda, yes, there we go, all 6 Void Grubs, and Moxie, you know what this means.
Yeah, a lot of little Kevins, little Grubbies are gonna be smacking some turrets now. That's really big. And also I want to note what Mr. Marv says in chat. You know, Frolimo being the GOAT, most farm in the game on the Ornn top lane. I actually want to quickly check how many of these juicy grass procs he has gotten. I actually don't know. Can I see that? Can I find out? I can. He has 13 grass procs already, which, if I'm not mistaken, is 13 times 7. Quick math. 91. He has 91 bonus HP already from the grasp, which, I mean, you know, you take it.
It's just so stupid how it does not really matter, but it's just so satisfying. It's like there are so many fun mini games that just make my brain go yes. And playing top lane with Grasp is just one of them, or you know, playing a endless stack champion like the Senna and farming the souls. And of course, I also want to have a look at this real quick, because yep, Senna on 24 souls right now, and we are already at like 12 minutes in the game. I don't think this is too good, right?
No, this is actually really, really horrible for her. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she's 1-3 as well, so it's just really not good. But yeah, like you said, I mean, you can see it by the champions I play, right? Main champions, I like to play Senna, stacking. I like to play Veigar, stacking. when I get Aram Tom Kench, I go hard steel and grass stacking. Swain, I like to play Swain as well, you know, stacking. I just like to play those little little mini games there.
Science support? Science support, eh?
Science support I actually haven't played yet, but oh, there another grass stack over to Frolimo there. Just quickly
Yes,
saw it.
let's go. Let's go. I mean, the joke is support. A support sign would probably not really work because you need to last hit to get the stacks, and as support you don't really want to, unless you play with Senna and you're the carry. Imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean,
yeah,
it even works. You can throw away the minion and have Senna use the what was it called? A Lost Embrace.
Okay, hear me out. Actually, hear me out. Cyan, ADC slash support, whatever you want to call it, with Ashe support. I actually think that sounds kind of disgusting to play against. Oh wait, actually.
You know, Telekinesis is thinking the exact same thing. He flashes over the wall and the entire team is there. That is also really disgusting to play against. And Poro with Cookie is basically thinking, finally I am having the support here. I have my team. And of course then it is an easy kill here for our Fenrir boys. And we are already 3.5k ahead right now.
I will just quickly compliment the Ornn prediction flash. He shot it in a way that he would hit if she doesn't flash, and he would also hit if she flashes. I always appreciate it a lot. I mean, most people, you know me as someone who likes to predict some stuff when people, have flash or something up. So I always like to see those little predicts.
Well, I also predict the top lane to be a bit of pool noodle action, and it's so funny how both of them can drop low, and then still Scumpy, he's jumping around a little bit, he collects the blobs, and suddenly he's on Half-Life again. Like look at him, he drops to like 1/4, and then he collects like 2 or 3 blobs, and boom, he's back to Half-Life. So yeah, I don't think poking is something that you can do at this point. And it's just absolutely funny how both top laners are so insanely strong farm-wise right now.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to look at it this way. I mean, of course... Oh, actually, mid lane. Nautilus ult coming through. Answered by Ornn TP. Very nicely done there. Don't think they will really get anything here.
Yeah, nothing happening there.
Making sure Ezra is safe. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, I mean, again, we're just joking around a bit with the grasp, right? But technically, in these wet noodle fights, overall, if they both lose equal HP, they both, nothing happens, basically. Frolimo wins it, because he gains permanent health, which Zac doesn't. So overall, we take those little wet noodle fights.
Well, I mean, Scumpy is misplaying by not taking the Heartsteel, is still what it's called. Man, Telekinesis, he is dropping kinda low here.
Or Cookie.
This also looks a little bit dangerous because Lily is also showing up, flashing forward, but really good flash here from Poro with Cookie to even trade it. Really well played.
Okay, quiz question for you there. Would I have shot my Q directly? Oh, wait, actually, I'm gonna wait a minute to that. More fighting.
No, nothing happening. Mid lane though, yeah, left on, he will just arcane shift out of there. Puggy cannot really do anything against that. But yeah,
okay, I mean, quick question: would I have shot the Nautilus Q towards the target directly or forward in that situation?
Predicting the hook, of course.
Predicting the flash.
Predicting the flash hook, yeah. Of course you would have done that. I mean, especially because if you miss, you might as well hit the wall and just be behind him and auto attack him, right? So it's like a win-win either way. So TLDR Lily misplay. Yep, that's what we're saying. Yep, we're flaming the opponent. Yep.
No. Giving improvement tips, I guess, or something like that.
I just have to throw that in. One of my first things I ever did casting in, quote unquote casting, was in like season 3 or something, where we hosted skill level bronze, where we actively looked for like super low bronze players to spectator games. And yeah, that was also a really fun format.
Okay, interesting actually.
Yep.
It sounds...
Yeah, we would also talk about it like that. We would talk about like Tryndamere not using their ults and stuff like that, We would be like, why are they doing this? We wanted to see what it looks like to be in bronze and what the games there look like. And You know, in this game, I mean, again, I don't want to be disrespectful, but seeing Lily just exploding like it's nothing, maybe we have a flank right now, though. Scumpy and Puggy in the backline. Meanwhile, on the front, really good Orianna ult, but is it going to be enough? Telekinesis is already dead, and okay, Foxnyr there are dropping. At least Oregano died, but man, not much more you can do. Yes, we do have passive from Mr. Scumpy, but it's like kind of wasted. It's not doing anything. And again, I mean, Marv even saying it, the game is in a perfect state right now. And even though Foxnyr Fenrir, yes, they did not look too strong and too dominant over the split, but in this game, they look really solid.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a bit more cohesive than before. I mean, a lot of it felt a lot of, I say it, not on the same page. People going for random solo plays, you know, mistakes happening. And it feels like a lot more coordinated now, like a lot more, like the whole team is there, the communication is there. I mean, even though I've played with Frolimo like a lot, and he says like an average of 3 words per game, so he doesn't talk a lot. But it seems like he at least is giving the information about top lane through. His TPs have been on point as well. So yeah, it just seems like a lot more team play compared to how they were last week, or was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. And of course, I don't want to discredit our mid and top we had before, but I do think Power with Cookie at least is making a big vocal point in this team right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, he knows that Marv is watching and he wants to make Marv proud, as we all do. We always want to make Marv proud, and I think we are doing exactly that. Now, Frolimo, he tried to just run away from this situation, but man, he is so tanky. The shockwave will maybe be enough, but no, they kind of want him, but they realize we cannot really take Frolimo. Frolimo literally in a 1 versus 3 right now. Now the teleport will be enough to just shush the enemies away here. Frolimo and Poro with Cookie under the turret, just trying to hold on to it. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we can see Rift Herald being summoned. Frolimo still super low. He is basically 1 rotation, but on the other side of the map, there is so much pressure. And don't forget the little void grubs that we collected in this game. Again, huge props to Never Panda and his team there. Now, we see the engage, but instant disengage. Beautiful usage here. Telekinesis did get here with the teleport, but it's not really doing anything. The position itself was great, but the results are not. And look at the other side of the map. Again, Puggies know they have to do something, because Poro with Cookie is pushing on the bot lane. And it just feels like we are outplaying left and right. I don't know what Puggies can do. Maybe a catch on the bottom side be a first good thing. Now telekinesis, will he die? No, it looked so close, but Poro with Cookie will fall and give up the shutdown. If there is a chance to come back, it has to be right now.
I see some pings coming down on Baron. I think it was more safety pings though. Just the Puggies not being sure if Foxnyr was on the Baron. Yeah, super nicely played by Orianna there. Good flash to dodge the ultimate. And, you know, just being able to, get the solo bolo on Mr. Pro with Cookie. Standard caster curse. You know, we give him praise and then all of a sudden he gets solo killed by the Orianna. That happens. Overall gold lead still about 8k. No, wait, I'm quick math. Almost 10k, my bad. In favor of Fenrir right now. Looking really solid. Now I just have to see if they can close out this game cleanly too. Of course, the Dragon Soul will be spawning in 2 minutes as well. The nice Infernal Drake with those Ezreal Qs is always a banger, as I like to call it. So
this
the question is, will they need it? Is the question.
Yeah, this game still goes on, but again, let's be honest. 3 dragons, 9k gold lead, Frolimo hitting level 14, and you know what it means. We already have Shojin's Resolve on left on. That is, of course, a huge power spike. And just if you toggle the vision real quick, I'm a bit surprised how the vision looks. Like, again, props where props is due. The Puggies, they have some vision at the Nashor and some vision in the bot side jungle. Now Frolimo might finally be caught. He got kicked, so he cannot use his R2, the Ornhorn. And yes, he will finally fall, even though... No, never mind. I mean, he has to fall here. If he doesn't fall, this is just illegal. They lose the game for it, sure. But he has to die here. He does not die! What the hell, are you kidding me? And they paid for it. Puggies, they paid so much.
I mean, when I got our substitute in, when I got Frolimo in, I wrote in chat, this is the goated weak side top laner. You'll not find a better weak side top laner that doesn't play competitive at all. And I mean, he delivers. He somehow gets out of there. Somehow Lee Sin does not get the kill on him. We basically break open whole base.
And now in the mid lane we have the engage. Everybody's in the choke point. Scumpy will teleport towards it. No kills so far, but Scumpy now, he is in the middle of Foxnyr, and that means they could not use the teleport to their advantage. Left on is got like 7 kills, by the way. And all the other team members from the Puggies, they have to run away. They cannot do anything here. It is just looking so good for Fenrir.
Yeah, I mean, incredible gameplay right now. I cannot lie. Just really nice to see. Nice to see the boys catch themselves a bit. And they'll be able to, even with their rough start, with players being swapped around and everything, that they still manage to, you know, grab themselves together. And I mean, look at them right now. 10k gold lead, a bit more even. Dragon Soul just collected. Amazing. That's all I can say.
Yep, nothing more to say in this game. Like, honestly, it's always so boring to cast something if it just looks like that. Like, yeah, I can ask you, hey, Moxie, how can the Puggies come back into this game? Well, the obvious answer is try to find the catch, but guess what? If you do not have vision, if you do not even have a support with an existing HP pool, how do you want to find catches? It is just so hard, and the only acceptable and obvious answer is wait for a huge mistake from Fenrir, then wait for another huge mistake, and then maybe a third huge mistake, and then, you know, again, maybe you can come back from a deficit like that. But even stealing Nashor at this point wouldn't mean anything. You basically need to get all the shutdowns here. It is just not possible. Let's be honest here. It is in Fenrir's hands, and if they keep on playing the way they have played so far, this game is over.
Yeah, I mean, again, very clean. I just want to quickly give a little bit of a shout out to chat right now. We have a new emote. I just posted it as Foxnyr. And that is our good friend Frolimo. Frolimo with the thumbs up for everyone. You know, walking out of there, walking out of the 4-man chase, the Lee Sin under tower, and just thumbed up. Frolimo, yes.
Yep. Scumpy trying to run away on the bot lane, and yeah, you can flash, you can jump, but where do you even want to go? Nowhere. Poro with Cookie will find the snipe there. And the goo is just gone into dust now. 4 players from the Puggies in mid lane trying to defend somehow. Call of the Forge God will come in. Huge redemption. Dawning Shadow not really doing anything. The turret is still hitting. Never Panda will have the Sterak's proc, and he is so tanky. Of course, the little Void Grubs also helping out. Left on, just jumping forward. And Moxie, you know what I have to say right now. Long live the king, as Left on just smashes his brother in the face, throws him down, and the Nexus is about to explode here.
G to the G's. What a banger game. Really nicely played. Actually, did we mention that Left on is playing against his brother? Did we actually mention that? Because it is actually... He is actually playing against his brother right now, so you know, a bit of extra fun there.
Always extra fun. I can already see him. Are they still living together? I hope so, because it would mean he can like go into his room and do a Fortnite dance or something like that.
This was the L one, you know, like the L dancing.
Oh man.
Alright,
imagine.
but we're gonna head into a little break. before we head into game number 2. So we'll be right back in, like, I don't know, three-ish minutes, something like that. Don't go too far. Get yourself a drink, get yourself something to eat.
Of course.
Refresh the page real quick, because the Frolimo thumbs up emote is for free, so you don't have to sub. I mean, we would still appreciate you subbing, but you don't have to, so you can all spam it in chat, you know? So yeah, we'll see you guys in about 3 minutes. Bye-bye!
Back with the big baseline attack.
There we are, back on your screens, guys, and if we have learned one thing, then it is over when it is over. This means, of course, either way, we said we needed 3 wins. We got 1 of those 3 wins so far, but I think the Puggies, they are now hungry and they are probably motivated to bring it back. Now, Moxie, what do you think? How will they bring it back?
Well, at least we're not swapping sides. That much I can say. So they do think that red side is the correct answer. I'm gonna say it like that. How do they bring it back? Actually, a very hard question overall because, you know, it wasn't a game where it was like, you know, oh, we let Smolder open, Smolder got a penta, Ooga Booga, we lost. Or like, oh, we played against Swain and we lost, you know, because all the weird stuff was banned and it was just a very, let's say, clean game from Fenrir overall. I keep seeing your smirk in the camera right now. I'm a bit worried of what is going on, but, you know, so I'm not actually 100% sure what they are gonna change. I think the Zek didn't work out the way they wanted it to. I mean, it dropped like 30 farm in the top lane. Frolimo roamed. They got all the what you call them, the grubs, right? Like, so I think the Zek didn't work, so potentially they need to think of a better top lane counter pick, because they still are red side, right? So they're probably gonna give top lane counter pick again. And on the other hand, again, maybe blinding the Senna is not the best idea personally. For the rest, I think again Orianna Lee Sin I think was fine. Bit of misexecution here and there, but overall, you know, they camped poor with Cookie mid lane. It worked. They got a couple of kills there. But yeah, overall, it's hard to say what they should really, like, you know, change to win this game. So I'm excited to see what they choose to do with it. And everyone seems to be ready, so potentially we're gonna head into game, or not game, Champ Select number 2. Any second now. I mean now.
Exactly. Hello, Champ Select number 2. Will you be the same thing or will you be a different thing? I gotta be honest, I think it was not just a draft. I think it was a lot individual mistakes in the first game. And I think if you just go into the exact same game, then this probably would not look the same. Like, I think Lee Sin did not really match Xin Zhao enough on the objectives, but instead Lee Sin tried to gank a lot, and yes, it certainly annoyed Poro, but I don't think it was quite enough. Would you agree there?
Yeah, I agree. I still think, I'm not sure, 100% sure about the same draft. Again, I would personally swap the Zek. I just really, in that match, in that game, I don't think it had enough impact in that draft. I would like to see something else there. But overall, I do agree, most of it was mis-execution. Actually, we're banning the Nautilus now instead of, I think we banned Fiora last time, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. What was our third ban? Was it also not? No, it wasn't. No, it was not Nautilus because Nautilus was picked. What was our third ban last time?
And Karma was also a different ban because now we... Okay, and also Xin Zhao apparently performed so well and has no clear answer. We want to first pick it. Am I a fan? I'm not too sure. Wei was really good, even though he died early game to a lot of pressure. I mean, or like, if 3 people are mid, you are just going to die, right? Nothing you can do there. But again, I think this is super solid. And okay, now everything is just getting mixed up. Are we playing against our main team right now? Or what is this not you pick?
I was about to say the same thing. Zerberus, are you subbing in? What happened? Wait a minute. It's not even a Master Yi jungle, I think.
What? Of course, it's a Sejuani top lane.
I mean, that works too. Maybe it's Sejuani support even.
Sejuani mid. We're all wrong. It's Sejuani mid.
Okay, so I think here, with the Swain still being open, I think Swain is actually really good for Fenrir here. You have the Master Yi, you have the Sejuani, they all want to go in, you know. I think Swain here with Xin Zhao is unplayable for Puggies.
Swain.
Come
on, everybody in chat now. Swain. Marv, make it happen. We want to see the crew. We want to see the strategist from Noxus. I almost said Demacia, but that would be Jordan. Come on. That is almost Swain.
I can already just hear Zero laughing around. Seaver actually though, Seaver of course the champ, you don't see that often. Left him personally, again we saw it in the last game with the bans coming through, right? He likes to play Seaver. He likes to play Seaver a lot. So excited, bonk! Excited to see that picked. Again, I personally would have loved to see Swain. I think it was a really, really good pick here. But, you know, this works too.
It certainly works. I am 100% sure about that. Now again, we want to look at the core, and this time I'm not too sure what a Fenrir is doing against an Ezreal, and maybe you can help me a little bit. I just look at those champions and I'm like, yeah, Fenrir is pushing and shoving. Yeah, Ezreal wants to hit 2 items. Am I wrong, or is this the basic game plan here?
Hard to say actually. I mean, with the Fenrir into the Ezreal, you are kind of giving up bot lane, at least early game. Right, the Fenrir will not be able to, or should not be able to match the Ezreal that well at all. Maybe if you match it with a really, really strong support, you know, support can kind of carry their ADC through the lane, right? But overall, you're kind of giving up bot lane. On the other hand, good thing is you have a lot of wave clear on Fenrir's side. So if a situation gets a bit sticky, I mean, you have Fenrir who just disappears, Maximus is the whole wave, and then Wei has his you know, his field on the floor that burns the whole wave down. So there's a lot of wave clear on Fenrir's side, which in my opinion is always really, really good to have. They're actually still banning Fiora, so they think this is not a Master Yi top or Sejuani top. Actually, I mean, to be fair, if I would be in this draft situation, I would not know either. Like, I have no idea where these champs are going.
Yeah,
really, really
Sejuani
hard.
Master Yi is a good combination, but I don't think they are on bot lane. Talking about combination. Now, Sylas, he has some good ultimates on the hunt from Fenrir, and you know, Crescent Guard from Sun Zhao. We take those. I think even Hui ultimate is decent enough. But yeah, either way, Sylas into Hui, you think this will stand a chance?
I think Wei is fine into Silas. He should at least be, like, again, it's a melee range matchup, right? So it should always be at least fine. I'm always a bit scared of Silas, but again, I'm not a mid laner, so I shouldn't be the one to you know, to judge that one. I do wonder what we're gonna pick top lane now. Are we gonna pick the Ornn again? You know, just have another chunky front line, or are we gonna see something else? Maybe something like a Pantheon, maybe something like a GerEng. We are going to see the GerEng top lane for Frolimo. One of his picks. Again, I said before, he doesn't play competitive that much, right? Or not that much. He doesn't play competitive. He just subs in a lot. Mainly because I always ask him.
He plays competitive at this point. So basically, Xin Zhao said, yo homie, we need some Demacia homes on top lane, man. And then they were like, yeah, let's just pick GerEng. That has to be the only logical conclusion here, because why else would you just blind pick GerEng if you can blind pick Ornn, right?
Is this a Master Yi support?
No.
I am very confused right now, I'm not gonna lie.
If this is Master Yi support, I'm really wondering why Cerberus is playing support for them. I don't know.
Is it, I mean, it doesn't sound like a good pick at all, in my opinion, or have I missed some hidden Chinese rank 1 challenger solo queue strat or something with the Master Yi support?
I think I just broke their mental in the
with the beep boop, the lost delivery. God damn it!
I'm legit so sorry for copy pasting the wrong one.
Okay, but let's quickly analyze this Master Yi pick a bit more serious.
Okay,
I don't really. Yeah, go for it.
I wanna analyze it. Okay. You are Master Yi. In Turkish servers, he's called Mr. Yi, by the way, just so you know. Okay, I'm Mr. Yi. I wanna go in. I get polymorphed. I get Hui feared and drawn in. I get GerEng smacked by sword that will silence me, so I cannot even use my skills. And I will get a Xin Zhao knock-upped by Free Talent Strike, or like thrown away by the Crescent Guard. What is this Master Yi doing? We have so much CC. There's like no way this works.
I mean, like you said, I mean, let's just take away the whole Garen's making you way fear. Lulu polymorph is enough. You Q in, you get polymorphed, and you die as a freaking. I don't even know what you get polymorphed as Pixie.
Squirrel, I think.
Squirrel or whatever. I don't even know what you are, but I don't see.
I just know one thing. If you are Master Yi and you get polymorphed and you die, then Lulu will say, "That tasted purple," and she will hit her Mastery 7 icon on your corpse. That's what's going to happen. The thing is, you know, BM is only funny if you do it before the game, because imagine Master Yi actually completely popping off, being ahead, I don't know how much, and just buying QSS and easily getting the CC reduction, everything, and then just curb stomping the entire team. I mean, okay, let's look at this like you see, yeah, my thoughts are a bit of a mess right now because I'm not in support. But let's say he's in a team fight and Sylos dives in with him and Sejuani dives in with him and Kled dives in with him, and then Ezreal is a self-sustaining, self-peeling ADC, so Ezreal, he doesn't need any help. But that means we have 4 people. Do we still have enough disengage and CC tools to handle 4 people? Now that is my question.
Freaking Marv. I mean, yeah, for me the main question is, like, he's not gonna get money, right? Like, he will get one item and then he's stuck on that one item, and Master kind of needs his items, I think. But, you know, hey, we'll have to see how it goes. We have some banger champs in this game. We have GerEng versus Kled in top lane as well. Another matchup you see very often. The good thing is, for the Puggies, they have Sejuani with 4, like, including Sejuani, 4 melees. So that is a banger, for her at least. And speaking of banger, I think it's time to go into the next banger.
We are in the game, number 2, and we have Lille on support Master Yi. And I have to tell you one thing, by the way. If I have learned a single thing as a jungler playing against Master Yi, this guy, yes, he scales well with items, of course. Don't get me wrong. But his level 2 and level 3 is absolutely disgusting. Okay, like, no jungler can 1v1 a Master Yi at like level 2, unless you're like Tiger Udyr or something. Like, even Xin Zhao loses to Master Yi on level 2, level 3. Just as an FYI. So maybe if I always forget like the correct name. Do I say the Puggies? Do I say the Puggies? I hope they don't even, you know, I hope they don't care too much. The Puggies, maybe they will hit that level 3 power spike, and then Lille snowballs completely out of control. Maybe that is what's going to happen. Oh, gold advantage already. Hello, CHG Clone, by the way. Hello, my friend. No time, no lead.
Welcome indeed. A lot of damage going through there. They know that they're starting at the rep-off now. I was actually thinking maybe it's a double jungle thing. Master Yi was going to double jungle with Sejuani, and they just, I don't know, smacked the Xin Zhao around. That would be funny too. But yeah, I think it's let's keep it to the Puggies, because if we say die Puggies in English, it kind of sounds, you know, weird. I don't want Puggies to die. It just sounds a bit weird. Actually, mid lane, speaking of someone dying.
Yeah, Never Panda. He's like, hello, telekinesis. I made your game one a living hell. What about I throw you down the lane at level 2 again? This has to be so annoying. You are in this melee versus range matchup. Yes, you do have some sustain in the form of Kingslayer, but man, this is so annoying. Look what this Xin Zhao is doing, but he just knows he can do what he is doing because of all the information he had so far.
And I mean, I like what Xin Zhao is doing as well with the... He just took his wolves, and then he took his wolves and he instantly went into enemy jungle. He doesn't go for blue first, he doesn't go for anything else first. He just goes into the enemy jungle to make sure that he gets the full jungle on the red side. Actually, Sejuani going for a really, really early dive here. You said Master Yi, level 2, super, super strong.
Yeah. Lille, he will get the first blood. I mean, Puggy will get it, but he survives. Flash forward from Oregano, and Mr. Oregano will get away, so it is a 1-for-1. But We saw the kill on left on, and a lot of summoners were burned here.
Yeah, a lot of summers. Actually, it was only heal and flash on and ignite, of course, on Puggy's side. Bot lane using everything except for the Silver Flash. I don't know if she had the chance to really flash anything of importance to maybe survive. But in the end, indeed, it is a 1-for-1. I think overall you get the kill on the Lulu and the kill on Sejuani. It's okay for both sides, I guess. On the other hand, Sejuani loses a lot of tempo now. Xin is ahead in his jungle pathing now. Actually, Masi looking for a mid lane gank. It's a 3v2 mid.
Oh my god, what is even happening here? Never Panda, though, he wants to find the kill first. Telekinesis flashing out, and Never Panda just dying here. Lille with the auto tech. By the way, I just have to mention it. It didn't matter, but I'm telling you, Lille, he or she, they know what they are doing. That was just beautiful. This is not just first time Master E, by the way. I'm actually getting kind of scared here. It's like, they actually know what they are doing. This is not just some random troll Master E, but they practice this. And I mean, we already said it is a strong combo with the Sejuani. And we also said we kind of need every win we can get. And talking about the combo, now Puggy will find the stun. And there we go, Mr. Oregano, no flash, no nothing. Can we punish it? Flash forward, and there it is, enough here. Sejuani finding Winter's Wrath, and I'm so ready to eat my own words, not gonna lie. I said, hey, Master E, whatever, he will get CC to death, but he got a kill, and he might as well look super scary once Ignite is back up.
I mean, yes, I guess. I mean, I agree. Overall, I'm gonna stick to my word. I'm not gonna eat my word just quite yet. I do still think Lulu will bring more value to the team on a later stage. For now, bot lane needs to be careful though. They are about to get 4-man dove once again. Xin is doing the grubbies. Okay, it might be a 3-man dive, not a 4-man. Or they're waiting for Oregano or Lefton to face check that bush. Never mind, Silas cannot choose where he wants to go. He's going up and down between between mid and bot. And chooses to stay bot lane now.
They have to pull the trigger. They've been cheesing all game long so far, so of course they have to keep it up. And now the minion wave is coming in. It is a Ken minion wave, so looking okay to dive so far. Now Lily has to reset Tower Rogue and will do so beautifully with the Alpha Strike. It is just working somehow. Yes, Toby has to use Flash, but oh my god, I'm just hyped to see a Mastery bot lane, and I'm hyped for it to work out. Of course, as you said, Moxie, we still have a ton of utility on our side and a ton of options to shut down this Master E, but for now, no cap, I'm just happy to see that it works somehow, because I was just ready for this game to look the same as the last one, but it is going to be quite a reverse.
It's quite a reverse indeed. Bot lane getting very, very far ahead. On the other hand, I mean, there's a big CS lead for Poor with Cookie in the mid lane. He got 2 solo platings already as well. And, I mean, you can look at Panda, of course. He doesn't have the kills and the assists that Sejuani does, but he is pretty far ahead in the jungle clear overall. So the game is far from out of hands, basically.
Yes.
We have to see how Fenrir chooses to respond. Of course, we did get those Void Grubs in the top lane, so we did get something in return for the dive. It did get cross-mapped. For now, we have to see. Maybe Frolimo can be the changing, table flipping player. Jesus Christ, that was a weird sentence to say.
He can be the table flipper. And also, in stark contrast to the last game, this time we are not getting every objective on the map. We are only like trading the objectives on the map. We did get the Void Grubbies just as last game, but the bottom lane is looking strong from the Puggies, and they are making something with it. They actually got the dragon. Now, it is only Cloud Dragon. It's not like super, super important, but hey, they are one step closer to Soul.
Oh, poor with Cookie. No
Really
level 6
solid
Sejuani.
flash. Is the flash going to be enough? Poggy, not level 6 as you mentioned, but it doesn't matter. Poro will just die here. Okay, but the fight goes on, and now Never Ponder with his level 6 is just looking giga strong there. Puggy, no way to get out of there. Telekinesis got himself some Lulu ultimate shenanigans, but it will not really help too much. Toby, of course, with the Arcane Shift, really mobile, just trying to get out of there, and also Telekinesis looking really, really strong. And yeah, I'm really hyped to see what Telekinesis is hijacking. First, it was the Wild Growth from Lulu. But I think he, again, Telekinesis has some decent ults to choose from here.
Oh,
I know
Panda.
it sounds...
Oh, Panda.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Panda should get out, though. He does have the Crashing Guard. And oh no! Scumpy kind of misses the ultimate here. Did not really account for the flash here. Never Panda. He will try to make the best out of this fight. It will not be enough. It took way longer than it had to take, though.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I just saw 4 people on our side of the map, while Panda was on the other side of the map, on the enemy side, so it was a bit worrying.
Yeah, no,
worrying
100%
indeed.
correct there. Honestly, I thought he's just dead, you know, and we don't really have to talk about it, but he did make quite a show out of it. I did not expect this. Now in mid lane, Master E again on the hunt to find something. Meanwhile on top lane, Frolimo finding the kill, and he will not die.
Oh, the goat.
Turret knows his limits. Telekinesis with the wombo combo Glacial Prison in mid lane. Excuse me. Yeah, 3 versus 1. And he just dies. He just explodes there. I mean, it's the same thing that happened first game, though. Is that something that worries you? Or do you think Poro easily bounces back from the early pressure?
I don't think Poro will bounce back. He's a control mage. He needs a couple of items and he will do his job no matter what happens, right? We did manage to secure the 6th Void Grub as well, so we do have that little bit of extra punch on towers once again. Sivir got a lot of free time in bot lane. She, for once, was not being scared under tower from getting doped by 4 people. This time around, she could just farm. She got a little plating for herself as well, so you can see in the gold graph, we are still about 1.6, 1.7k behind. Not too much, you know. It's in German we say überschaubar. I don't know what überschaubar is in English.
No, we can handle it. I would call it like that.
And in the meantime, Frolimo, the GOAT, doing his job. Getting the solo bolo on a Kled. I mean, just kind of smacking him around here.
Yeah, and I see how it is in the top lane.
Oh no, left on. Oh no.
What do you mean? He's fine. Look at him. Just easy spell shield on the hunt, sidestepping everything, and Puggy will die for it. I told you our man is fine, no problemo. Poro with Cookie will survive this. So close. He basically had 1 HP left now, this time on bot lane. Maybe this was a bit early of an alpha strike, but it does not matter. It was kind of the mind game. You really wanted to hit the Master Yi with your Wild Growth there, but you had no chance to do it.
I needed to wait a little bit longer with the Lulu ultimate. I think if he gets a knock up there on the Master Yi, he will most likely die. Of course, you know, it's always an if and everything, but in the end, at least, Lefton did get the kill on the Sejuani. Very important there for him to kind of stabilize, get some gold in his pockets. Has the static shift completed right now, and of course, it is Sivir Lulu. Like we're talking about Sivir Lulu here. Back in my day when I was young, when I played League, like Sivir Lulu was the thing. You know, Sivir got 500 farm and you won the game. That was like I remember a good old time. Uzi, you know. Oh, actually, not a good old time here though. Oh.
Yep, wait 200 years, will just die, Never Panda's Crashing Guard will also not really do anything here, and Lily wants to go in deeper, still not having the Highlander available. And thanks to Marv for answering some questions there, and hi to Yopi saying hello. It's always wonderful to have some people here interacting in the chat, and we need your genius here. Why is this Master Yi kinda working, Mr. Yopi? And also, what is happening on bot lane here? Left on just exploding like there is no way to escape. Lily will not find the kill onto Mr. Oregano though, and now Lily has to run away. Scumpy will be the next victim of Fenrir's onslaught. Now Telekinesis is also joining in there, throwing the chains away, firing
so
away.
much damage.
This is a standoff. Nobody is really wanting to die here. Now Toby, of course, is available to thin out the wave. The turret is going to drop her with Cookie. Kind of wanted to defend this, but he realizes, oh no, there is no more turret, and he will die to the Mystic Shot here from Toby. Toby going really aggressively forward, never
Polymorph!
And himself. Toby will die to the minions, and this is the shutdown. Left hand will also grab one end on top lane. There is the teleport now, and this means more action back to back to back. Frolimo against Scumpy, Glad against GerEng, and Frolimo just looks so much stronger right
Oh my
now.
god.
Too much more than he can bite, and this means with the Demacian Justice, Scumpy will die. Now Moxie, I need to take a sip of water, and you tell me what happens.
Bro, I have no idea what the hell just happened there. I mean, our Lord and Savior Frolimo somehow just chilling top lane, hitting that turret with his GerEng sword, just smacking that one. Kled thinks, yo, Kled did the same thing poor with Cookie did there for some reason. He was like, I'm going to TP into this turret that's already dead, and just gets a whooping by, yeah, literally got bonked on his head. Oh, actually now mid lane though.
I tried to sync this with the Master E here. Telekinesis looking really low, but beautiful Glacial Prison there by Puggy. And Puggy will find the... Yes, he will find the way to... like, is he surviving? Can he save his mid laner? Even Telekinesis dodged the snipe from Poro with Cookie, and Puggy himself will get away. I was so not sure. So... Oh man, what is even going on in this game? This is worrisome.
In the meantime, Oregano also somehow got away from the Master Yi chasing him under the tier 2 tower. Everyone living with a sliver of HP, a game of inches as we like to call it. What a fiesta. I mean, I'm down. I'm here for it, you know. The gold lead has now shrunken down to about 500. Now mid lane needs to be careful. No Severe ult to run away.
Mid lane and Puggy going forward. Never bundle. He will go out without a flash or anything. And I hoped for a bit more action there if Scumpy uses charge, not gonna lie. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Go on.
All good. I mean, we did get 2 flashes. Left on had to flash, but we did get Sejuani's flash on the other side. Like I said, gold is now dead even. Both sides really even. Severe is starting to, I mean, you can see the damage already. Starting to do some...
Oh, beautiful, but instant reaction here from Mr. Oregano with the Wild Growth, and Telekinesis had to flash away to not die to this attempt, but it looked really, really smooth what he tried just there. Hitting those chains was not easy.
Okay, so I see one thing. Yeah, I see a fat GerEng. I see a fat GerEng with flash. And I see... Yeah, that's all I see. But usually when that happens, someone dies. Basically. So I'm looking forward to seeing Frolimo flash words on someone and just being like, hello, Demacia, bye-bye. And just, you know, one-tapping them. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on this game. Oh, actually, bot lane, a little fight once again. Never mind. Fear, Lance, and Power of Cookie is fine. But yeah, again, gold close to that even. Now only like 300 gold in favor for the Puggies. Oh, Power of Cookie. Oh,
yeah, the Glacial Prison connecting once again, and there is just the entirety of SKT1 and Lily with the Highlander looking smooth AF here. Just running down there, grabbing an assist. Oh man, it's just a delight to watch.
I have to be honest on this one. Power of Cookie being very, very unlucky with his flashes today. Or no, not today, this game. This is the second time that he flashes into the ability that is being thrown at him. He flashed into the Silas chain before, and now he flashed into the Sejuani ult. A bit awkward, but hey, happens. You know, you can't always flash everything perfectly. And now the gold. Oh, GerEng, we can see him. Oh, look, here he comes. And
the Mafia Justice will just let you explode, you know, Kale somewhere on Aram or something, just throwing down the spell there. Some lore implications here, by the way. Now, Puggy is thinking about, yeah, should I engage here? And I got a tip for you, buddy. I'm not too sure if you really want to do this. Your ADC just got sent back to the gray screen. And this means it is a dangerous task to teamfight at all here. Now, drifting with dun 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 Tokyo. You know, the Need for Speed thing?
Mm-hmm.
The what song? He is drifting to bot lane and he wants to get another charge while the Herald is pressuring. We also want to look to finally get our first dragon of the series.
It's a scary position here though. GerEng, no ult. He is still very, very strong though, and all the other ults are up except for Fenrir.
Okay,
we'll just tank.
Getting pulled there. We see Ezreal just trying to get some damage in there. So far, nobody is dying. Never Panda with his ult is going to be super, super tanky. Telekinesis there doing stuff. Lily dying to the CV.
Left on!
It's just getting the double. He will get some more damage out. And this just means the only survivor is Toby. And everybody else just died from the Puggies. So this was not it, Chief. Sadly, the Puggies, it looks like they are dropping super far behind again.
Okay, so I have to give a little bit, you know, before the game I was chilling in Discord with Frolimo and his brothers. We were playing some PUBG. And I was like hyping him up, you know, hyping him up for his first official again, this split basically. And I said, dude, all you gotta do is grab your backpack that you had from Lostic, you know, grab that one and put it on and just, you know, do the same thing you did there. And I just remember there was one game, I don't know against which team it was, and I don't know if they won it in the end, but where it was literally Frolimo on the GerEng, trying his goddamn hardest to 1v9 the whole game, being super fed, kind of just one-tapping everyone. And I'm getting a little bit of a flashback here, while I wipe a little tear from under my eye. The GOAT.
Yeah, Frolimo is looking super strong here, and still, we have to give credit where credit is due. Everybody looks really hungry this game and wants to win this again. We memed the Master Yi super hard, but now Fnatic Death Rush, never Panda. Yep, fitting name. He never even existed. Telekinesis dropping low. Will he die? Never mind. Maybe from Slap. Nope. Poro with Cookie will not pick up the kill there. And this means with that little catch and Mr. Oregano and Never Panda back in the base, this Nashor should maybe be takeable. Ah, left on tries to do something, but will just die. Telekinesis super, super low. Poro with Cookie flashing forward to grab the free kill. Mastery is also super low, only one little touch from Poro with Cookie there. One skill shot hitting and he is dead, but it is not going to happen. Frolimo, he has to be the hero now. The carry pants have to be worn here. Toby, of course, will be the first one to die and just get one shot, but shutdown from Stumpy will be taken up.
I just love it, man. You're just an ADC. You're Ezreal. You're like one of the safest ADCs in the game. You're just chilling. You're in Baron Pit with 3 members around you. And then there comes this dude, this spinning Beyblade, just comes running at you. And you just die. There's nothing you can do against it. Oh, sorry. I love to see it. Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate sequence of events here. Giving the Puggies a little bit of breathing room again and giving them the gold lead again as well. I mean, Foxnyr's strength right now is 5v5. If they are together, they are super, super strong. You know, Fenrir being able to hit everyone with GerEng and Panda tanking everything. So they need to try to play around that. They all went in 1v1. Poro with Cookie tried to go for a solo miracle play. He did his best. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. No, GerEng at least gets the Ezreal. So everyone trying a bit of 1v1 action. They should not do that. When actually, speaking of 1v1 action, GerEng wins these, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, Telekinesis in theory can heal back up a little bit with his Kingslayer, and he can hijack the Demacian Justice to, you know, have kind of the same burst. But then again, Frolimo, I mean, GerEng is the tankiest character in the game, just by nature, with all the shield's tenacity and, of course, the defensive stats here. Scumpy not really finding any great charges here. Instead, he will be in the 1v1. Why did he go in there? He wants to waste the time of those 4 members to, meanwhile, on the top side, find another shutdown on Frolimo. Telekinesis, as I called it, hijacking that ult and just smiting Frolimo down.
We need to be careful. They're overstaying a little bit here, since I will be able to get in range of the Sejuani. Can he deny the dash? Those questions. 4v4 right now.
Kind of scary. You don't really want to get You don't really want to get too deep in there. Portal with Cookie will instantly die to Telekinesis. Now Telekinesis has to flash away. Neverpond also trying to defensively flash and get out of there. Lily will try to be of any use, but will not really do too much here. Telekinesis now in the backline. He doesn't really have too much mana, but it doesn't even matter because he just dies, unable to use any more skills. Neverpond will survive by an inch. And this game is so close, guys. We have a banger on our hands.
Yeah, my fingers are gone. I have to be honest. I'm biting them as if they're chicken nuggets. It's so close. Everything is so close. Everyone living with 1 HP. Ezreal getting away. Panda somehow living. Kled going in 1v5. GerEng going in 1v3. So much stuff happening. I love it. I love Clown Fiestas like this. At least to watch. I don't like to. Do I like to be in them? I think I like to be in them as well. Usually I do. If I'm on the winning side, I like to be in them.
It depends what champion I play. When I'm on Viego and I can just get some funny resets and just play every champion, it is a lot of fun. When I play Briar and I just, self-taunt and run in and die, it's not really fun. So it depends on what champion I'm playing.
True. No, that's definitely true. Yeah, now hopefully we can just calm down the game a little bit again. Baron is up in 2 minutes. No more Baron buff on the side of Puggies. Dragon was just taken. Of course, Soul Point is now up. Garen actually looking for the 1v1, but it will not be a 1v1 for long. He will find the Silas.
Yes, but he dies to the mystery. And I still... Okay, Moxie, we are 25 minutes in this game. We have seen Lily, Mr. Yi support. Is it working? Kinda, I guess.
I think you can say it is working. Of course, I'm still not. I don't think I'm still not a big fan. Let's just say that way. Let's be honest about it. I'm still not a big fan. It's too much, just raw damage. If that makes sense. It's a little bit like a Xerath, but with less utility, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm never that big of a fan of just flat damage supports, and he literally only gives that. Of course, like we saw in the early game, he does give a reset. That's the big thing. Oh, actually, no. Wait a minute, Puggy.
Puggy might be in trouble there. I'm not too sure quite yet. Beautiful jump away into ultimate, and now the engage is coming. Neverponder dropping low. He will not die though. Crashing Guard keeping him alive, and meanwhile Mr. Oregon also dropping super low. Will also not die. Will maybe die to the burn. Everyone can shield himself. Now let's look back. Lefton's ricochets are doing so much. Meanwhile, everybody was almost dead, but Lefton got in there and got himself the kills with the late game scaling. He is on 3 items. He is debated and activated, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, this is a Sivir. I mean, you saw she was allowed to just basically free hit the whole fight, and I mean they're all clunked together with the mobile phone ult. I just did so much damage there, so much AoE damage. And now Foxnyr once again, I wanted to say in the lead, but they're not. It's literally basically dead even right now. And Baron is going to spawn in 2 seconds. Foxnyr is going to try to reset, spend the money they just earned. And then potentially look for that Baron. Garen. Oh, actually, they're not even resetting Sejuani. They see Sejuani walking bot lane. The Ezreal ult will spot them doing Baron though. And now Garen. It's Garen versus Silence Sejuani. Who wins? Insert battle music.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the fight will even be taken. Can Toby steal this thing? Nope. Neverponder with a solid smite, but now they are kind of low pro with cooking not really too much mana. Lily trying something. The E is somehow working. I don't really know what is happening here, but I'd say for an assassin support that is absolutely decent now. But of course his team has to do the rest here. Puggy aggressive flash forward. The tower is trying to defend his team. Frolimo is not there in time.
I'm gonna be honest, very, in my opinion, questionable Baron call. I mean, they had timers. They could just go back, spend the gold they earned. They had a lot of gold in their pockets after that fight. And then just, slowly play for the Baron. But they choose to kind of do it. Lefton had no mana, couldn't really do anything. The E, of course, the spell shield doesn't give mana back anymore. So you don't really get mana from that at all. bit of a questionable decision there. But once again, gold is swung a bit in the favor of Puggies, but still in a very small margin. And we still have the Baron buff on the GerEng. Probably the most important one. I don't think anyone, at least in a 1v1, really can match this GerEng at this point. Especially not with Baron buff. But now Dragon is in 45 seconds. It is going to be the potential soul for the Puggies. They need to really play with the Sivir. Sivir has flash. That is very important here. Master has no flash, so no crazy Master Yi dive can come from him. Now Silas is already here. GerEng is still running down. Mobile phone ult has been stolen and will be used on Hui. Never Panda trying to reach.
I think Never Panda is trying to look for the engagement. Telekinesis already dropping really low. Never Panda will just explode. The Redemption is also doing a little bit. The fight is in full force right now. Scumpy will die.
Oh my lord.
Rolimo here, and it's just too much late game power here. 3 people died, and even though the Puggies have more kills, it is not enough here against the raw scaling power.
Oh, Polymorph!
Foxnyr, yeah, Polymorph was just more than enough. GG, well played.
Left on.
Is what it is, my friends. 29-31, but a 2-0 for our Fenrir Foxnyr boys.
Really, really, really important here. Again, with these standings right now, this 2-0 will make sure they are in a good contention to keep the spot, to keep the Division 4 spot without having to play for, relegation. So that's great. That's really, really good to see here. I'm really happy they managed to bounce back, managed to, find their footing a little bit. Really, really nicely played. A little bit of a scary game too. Not gonna lie, a little bit of fiesta here and there. Some weird picks, Master Yi, Kled. But in the end, again, our goats managed to hold on tight. And yeah, Sivir, I mean, you saw what she did at the end there. Really, really hard to play. If Sivir doesn't just fall at the start of the fight, she just shreds through everyone with the Lulu. Yeah, really nicely played. Never doubted, like Twitch chat says. Same.
Never doubted, never doubted. With Frolimo on your team on GerEng, how can you even lose?
How can lose?
Do you know if we will get an interview, or was that it for today?
I mean, I can ask. We usually haven't really done interviews with the Fenrir team, mainly because, well, they lost their games, I guess. So I can...
I mean, up to them. We can also jump right in there and talk with everyone, or whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna quickly ask. Let me. You talk to the people. Let me see if anyone wants to join.
Okay, I will entertain. Don't.
Freaking turns into rice to entertain for some reason. Magic spells. What the hell is going on here?
Shadow clone jutsu.
Naruto here.
We are Narutoing. I have to make use of the my hands. I have my guitars and basses over there, but yeah, I don't think that's.
Grabs his ukulele.
Yes, like I don't think that's worth the effort for like those 20 seconds or whatever.
Okay, left on is down. We're gonna get our ADC. Oh wait, never mind. Maybe I'm being baited here.
Oh, if we make a German interview, then we have bot lane.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do German. I'm sorry. Then we just skip it. Then we'll do it next week after they hopefully keep their spot. Then we'll just do. Let's just do a full team interview. Then we just get the whole squad in. So for now, it is gonna be finished then. Yeah, I mean, again, let's take a very quick look at the standings now. Of course, it takes a bit to update, right? It will not have the correct standings directly, but I can at least take a short sneak peek and see what this 2-0 does for us. Because it gives us
Important.
the 4-6 now, 4 wins, 6 losses. We are in 5th place over 2 teams we already played against. We still have to play against the 2nd place team Swiss Ghosts with their 6-2. The good thing is...
that's why they were sulking today. Oh.
Yeah. No, but I think at least... Okay, so if let's say we go 0-2. Yeah, if we go 0-2, it's still possible we have to... basically we just have to win one game. If we win one game, we're secured. The second last team is 2-8 right now. They have one more match day to go. And we also have one more match day to go, of course. So if we go to 0-2 and they go to 2-0, we are tied for second last place, which means we have to play tiebreaker. So we at least secured the tiebreaker, if I'm not mistaken. Tiebreaker to play relegations, basically. And if we win one of the 2 games next week, we will hold our spot and be able to take a nice long break for the next split to start. So yeah, that's
absolutely sweet.
That's the way everything is right now.
Perfect. So when is the last and deciding match going to be? Do we already know that?
Yes, we do for once. It is going to be the 19th. The 19th of March, which is next week Tuesday at 8 o'clock at 20:00 CET.
Correct.
So basically now in half an hour in a week. Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Something like in a day. Like
in
tomorrow,
a day, minus 30 minutes in a week.
Perfect. Perfect. Guys, with that said, of course, nobody can remember that. So instead, just follow all our socials here, the Foxnyr Esports on the bottom. Follow Maxi and me on Twitter and everything, sellout mode activated. But you do not want to miss those amazing games. So, guys, make sure to tune in again when we can see how this thriller will end. And in this case, don't forget to go watch LEC and cheer for your favorite teams. I'm out for today.
Same, thank you all for watching. See you guys next time. Don't forget to watch the main team as well. They're playing soon again as well. 2 more matches left for both squads in total. Can't wait. And then hopefully playoffs time. So have a wonderful evening and a nice rest of the week. See you guys later.